welcome back to my channel, where today I will be reviewing a sample of issue 1s that came out this week. Different backdrop today. I'm in my office because I timed my laundry badly and I don't have Spider-Man bed sheets on, and I kind of just don't want to sit in a plain bedroom with like normal pretty sheets. So I'm in my office surrounded by all my geeky awesome stuff, and yeah, so woo. This week has been an awesome, epic week for comics. We haven't just had single issues that come out that I've loved, we've got graphic novels as well, or trade paperbacks. Volume 4 of Saga came out. Didn't even know that was coming out. That was a nice surprise, We had Descender Volume 1, which I have issue 1 and 2, but I never actually read them, so I picked up the volume just so I could read it. And the trade paperback of Chrononauts. I reviewed the first issue in Pixels and Pages, but I've left it kind of low-key for then. So now I've read the whole thing and I'm gonna review it as a graphic novel for a separate video. And then obviously we've had a lot of issue 1s come out. Not as many like ongoing issues this week, so loads of issue 1s and loads of volume 1s or trade paperbacks, and it's been awesome and expensive. And I think this is the most I've ever read in one day. So a lot of videos are being filmed today and I'm excited. But let's get on with this video and review this week's comics. Diesel by Boombox. Written and drawn by Tyson Hesse. Diesel isn't very good at anything. The daughter of the late Tungsten Diesel, she has yet to live up to her father's epic reputation. Her rival inherited control of the family's airship and left Diesel with the only job she's qualified for, working in the 2-bit garage. But all that changes when a mysterious flying machine crashes into Dee's airship and takes them on a mysterious adventure. Bros! The art is so cute. It's like the cutest, funnest, loveliest piece of artwork that I've seen. It's a story in like this make-believe world where they seem to be in an airship in the clouds, and the art is very dreamlike, and it's just, it's so lovely. The writing is funny and entertaining. You read the whole thing while being entertained. There's quite a funny element without there actually being a punchline joke in it. It's really nice. It's a good, nice, feel-good read. Cons. As nice as the writing is to read, it's also a very slow read. It takes the entire comic to get the very simple premise that Dee's father is no longer here, she inherits the ship, she's going to be 18 tomorrow, it's then her ship, and she's not very good at anything, and no one thinks that she should really be running the ship. But they mention that all them points more than once, very often, in every single page. It literally takes the entire comic to get that concept through. Overall, it was a fun, entertaining, feel-good read, but if you are into fast-paced comics, this one may not be for you. Lopper by Image Comics. Written and drawn by MacLean. This dark-humoured quarterly comic sets off with a massive epic bang of an 80-page filled story of blood, gore, adventure, and talking heads. Lopper is a swordsman who can kill pretty much anything, and he does, while travelling the land with a talking witch's head. Need I say more? Pros! Because it's so long, it can go at the pace that it wanted to, building up the atmosphere correctly in the way that it intended. And it does. It's really gripping, even though you don't really know if the swordsman has a mission that he hasn't yet said, or he is just a rogue wanderer that is a hero for hire. We don't fully know yet, but we also don't care because we're enjoying the story that we're reading, and it's really, really gripping. The art appears quite rough and something that I wouldn't usually like, almost kind of like a webcomic style of rough, but weirdly, the rough and rugged works really well when the story is about a rough and rugged swordsman who kills everything. It works, it's good, and I like it. Cons. The only gripe is sometimes that the pacing seems a little bit off. The scene changes aren't as clear. You'll turn the page and all of a sudden someone else is talking and you're thinking, oh, is this a different scene? Or has someone just entered the room? And every now and again that would happen where I had to like turn the page back and read in case I missed something. The pages are quite thick, so sometimes I'd get a little bit paranoid. I was holding 2 pages at once, but I wasn't, and sometimes I just had to pay a little bit more attention. Overall, it was a gripping story, and as this is only a quarterly issued comic, it's worth investing in. It's pick of the week, and it's Broken Moon by American Gothic Press. Written by Steve Niles and drawn by Nat Jones. When there is an explosion on the moon, it wipes out pretty much the entire of humanity. The world ends in a blink of an eye, and all that's kind of remaining is the mythic dark legends that we've forgotten about. Vampires rise up and start building societies, werewolves start coming out to hunt. There are still a couple of humans left, and vampires have to capture them to breed them so they can still feed and stuff. And from the first issue you get the idea that some of the humans have had enough and they're forming some sort of alliance or rebellion. Whilst also it looks like the werewolves have had enough of the vampires. Booze! The art is so dark and atmospheric and scary and just perfect. It's like someone has taken 30 Days of Night and Nosferatu and everything that we love about vampires and the theme of them and the feel of them, and they've just put it into these pages. The plot never slows down. First page, the world's end. Last page, you're like screaming how it could go from A to B so quickly. It just explodes off the page with plot and depth and this could and should be a movie. Like, seriously, it's awesome. Cons. My only little gripe is in an action scene towards the end. It moves a little bit too quickly and I lost pace a little bit. But overall, this was a perfectly paced, terrifying, atmospheric, feel scared comic book. If you love vampires, you love werewolves, you love the end of humanity, this is a comic book for you. And if I could only subscribe to one comic this week, this would be it. Well, thank you so much for watching. Have you picked up any of these comics yet? Have you read any of them? Broken Moon seems to be a credibly independent comic book, so I'm wondering if everyone else has the option to pick that up at their comic store. Is anyone excited about the new Saga volume? I am. I haven't finished reading that one yet. I started reading it last night when I was doing all my reading, because once again it's Thursday morning, and I was reading all the stuff last night, read Chrononauts, read all the first issues, and I started reading Saga, but then I had to go to bed because it was far too late. As you can tell by this face, I haven't had much sleep. But I'm going to carry on reading Saga while this is uploading onto my laptop. So, did you enjoy it? Because I've probably read it by the time this is uploaded and edited and whatnot. But then at the same time, keep an eye out because I'll just be uploading a reaction video to Saga on my review channel. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe and all that jazz. It makes my day so much. See you soon, guys. Bye.